In complete darkness, before you ever see the ocean, you realize something isn't right. There's movement around you, bodies drifting, brushing against yours. For a moment, it almost feels calm. Then suddenly, everything shifts. A violent twitch, a sharp bite. One of them disappears. Not lost, not separated. Gone. Eaten. And in that instant, without thinking, without understanding, your instincts lock in. There is no safety here, not even before you're born.
Then, without warning, you're forced out, into light, into movement, into an endless ocean that stretches farther than you can comprehend. There's no transition, no protection. You look around, and your mother is already leaving. No hesitation, no return. Just gone. You're only moments old, already nearly 8 feet long, and completely alone. You try to move, but your body doesn't fully cooperate yet. Your fins struggle, your tail overcompensates, but the hunger hits instantly, and it doesn't wait.
At first, nothing makes sense. Everything blends together. Fish, rocks, shadows. You can't tell what matters. Until something slow catches your attention. A sea turtle, drifting calmly, unaware. You pause for a fraction of a second, then your body reacts. You surge forward, your jaws snap shut, and the resistance breaks. The shell cracks under pressure it was never meant to survive. The ocean around you explodes into motion as everything nearby flees. And just like that, you understand. This isn't confusion anymore. This is purpose.
Time moves fast, and you grow even faster. Your movements sharpen, your instincts refine. The awkwardness fades, replaced by precision. The shallow waters that once fed you no longer satisfy you, so you go deeper, into darker water, where your prey changes. You look up and see something massive, a whale, slow, powerful, completely unaware. You don't chase, you position, you wait, then you strike from below. The impact alone is devastating. The water erupts into chaos. You circle back, again and again, until the struggle ends. This isn't survival anymore. This is control.
Now nothing challenges you. Nothing hunts you. The ocean belongs to you. You consume everything. Whales, seals, sharks, whatever crosses your path. Thousands of pounds of food every single day. But even at the top, there's nothing else. No allies, no companions. Encounters with your own kind are rare and brief. A silent circle, a moment of instinct, then separation. Even reproduction changes nothing. No bonds, no family, just continuation. You are the most powerful creature in the ocean, and completely alone. Then something shifts. At first, it's subtle. The water feels colder. The currents behave differently, but over time it becomes impossible to ignore. The world is changing. The prey you depend on begins to disappear. Whales move away. Fish scatter to warmer regions, and you follow, because staying behind means starving. But where you go, others are already adapting. They're smaller than you, faster, more efficient. They don't need as much food. They don't struggle in the cold, and they're everywhere. You try to compete, you chase, you hunt, but each attempt costs you more energy than it's worth. For the first time in your life, you're not the dominant force anymore. Your size, once your greatest advantage, becomes a weakness, and the ocean gives you less and less in return. At first, you keep going, because that's all you've ever done. Hunt, move, survive. But now, every movement feels heavier, every chase feels longer,
and every success feels smaller than it used to. You're still powerful, still massive, still a predator, but none of that matters anymore. Because the ocean didn't get weaker, it moved on. And for the first time, you didn't.
Her or your kids again. Damn, sharks last longer than most human dudes in bed. I mean, I wouldn't know from experience. It's your turn to get the milk. Every year or so, you do this again. Sharks just be having kids, they never meet, like a soldier on deployment. But now that you're getting older, the water starts to get colder and you're getting uncomfortable. Even coming across other dead megalodons in the water. Hope none of these are my kids, you think. You need much warmer water to survive, as do a lot of your favorite snacks like big whales. You're getting hungry and Frankie, kinda cranky. What you don't know, cause you're a shark, is that this is the start of an ice age. You poke your head out of the water and see a bunch of white shit covering the land, and for some reason, a bunch of water is like a giant solid block. Off in the distance, you see a squirrel jamming an acorn into a crack in the ice and cause an avalanche. I wonder what that's about, you think. The area of the ocean that you're able to survive in gets smaller and smaller. More and more of your species are freezing and starving to death. Because of the cold, the other animals you prey on have the same idea of getting to where it's warmer, meaning other megalodons have the same idea too to get warm. It's now a total survival of the fittest. Not only do your breakfast, lunch, and dinner retreat to where it's warmer, but the new species of sharks who are smaller and faster can survive in the cold